Okay, let's talk about something real quick. I'm sure everybody by now has seen the Nintendo Direct for Donkey Kong Bonanza, right? Now, I'm sure everyone has already witnessed the community trying to figure out where this game fits in the Nintendo timeline, okay? So let's go back to the beginning to explain how Donkey Kong started and where we are now, okay? So, in the beginning, Donkey Kong, the arcade game, right? That wasn't Donkey Kong that we know. That's actually Cranky Kong, and it's been proven. Now, the woman, the woman that Cranky Kong kidnaps is not Peach, not Daisy, it's Pauline. Alright? Now, let's take a close look at Pauline. You see how she has blonde hair? Keep that in mind. This is gonna come back later. Now, continuing on, Donkey Kong Country, well, yeah, you get it. You get it. Donkey Kong Country, King K. Rool, no Pauline, and it keeps going for Donkey Kong's more of his adventures. Alright? Now we get to Donkey Kong versus Mario. Mario versus Donkey Kong. And Pauline is there. But she does not have blonde hair. She's a brunette. And so now we get to Mario Odyssey. Okay? In Mario Odyssey, Pauline is the mayor of New Donk City. Now, if we interact with her, she recalls her past of getting abducted by Donkey Kong. Or in this sense, Cranky Kong, for that matter. But here's the thing. Cranky Kong was the original Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong Jr. is the Donkey Kong we know now. So, now we get to Donkey Kong Bananza, where we see a 13-year-old Pauline, and this has been proven. She is 13 years old. We see her having an adventure with Donkey Kong. So it's right in front of you. Donkey Kong Bananza is a prequel, not a sequel. It's obviously a prequel. But we're having a lot of confusion with that, are we? We can't figure it out because Pauline recalls her past being abducted by Donkey Kong, and yet in this game, Donkey Kong Bananza, she's having the fun of her life, the time of her life, going on an adventure with Donkey Kong. So, here we go. Here's my theory. Here's my opinion and my theory. I think Donkey Kong Bananza is going to be great. Super Saiyan 4 is confirmed Donkey Kong halves. Therefore, the game is now renamed to Donkey Kong GT. Not Donkey Kong Bananza, Donkey Kong GT. Anyway, my theory is the Pauline in the arcade game, being how she's blonde, remember, she's a blondie, I'm thinking that is the brunette Pauline's mother. And we do not acknowledge that the Pauline that we see is Pauline Jr. because she just wants to be called Pauline, named after her mother, right? And so that name is carried on to the future. Now, you see in the game, you see this? You see this monkey right here? How would DK be a threat to little Pauline? He wouldn't he? Because he's a nice one. Unless Nintendo is rewriting Pauline's origin story, and we're just really figuring this out now. It all doesn't make sense. We're still figuring out where this takes place. Now, here's the full theory. Of course, I said blonde Pauline is the mother of brunette Pauline, and this Pauline, 13-year-old Pauline, somehow got stuck in the mines with DK, and now going on an adventure to the center of the core, which, by the way, she would be incinerated by now if she along with DK. Well, this is Nintendo. The universe is different. Anyway, they go down to the core to wish Pauline back to the surface of the planet. And DK just wants bananas. Yeah, he don't care. He just wants the nanners. And so, losing my mind over here, guys. And so, as I said, I'll repeat again, Pauline wants to return to the surface, and Donkey Kong wants bananas. And we're going to be finding out more, because we're going to find out why Pauline in Mario Odyssey is recalling her past being abducted by Cranky Kong. And then it's going to be much clearer now, because it wasn't Cranky Kong, it was DK. So, I'm guessing when Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out, we're gonna see what happens at the end of it. This game is hiding so much secrets. Like, you have to literally scrape off the tip of the iceberg to open them up and go, ooh, banana! That's my theory. In other theories, they say it's not a prequel. It's time travel. It's good. Good theory. But it doesn't add up. How would Pauline, the famous singer, go back in time to the mines with Donkey Kong Jr., aka the Donkey Kong we know now? Where does she get that technology? Because I know the professor, this professor from Luigi's Mansion, Egad, I know he wouldn't be able to make that kind of technology because it's Nintendo. Well, I'm sure EGAD would be able to make something like that, but he wouldn't be able to construct it at that time because one, only is 13. So we had to think logical here. In the younger days, where EGAD was still getting more smarter and smarter, building and constructing more of his inventions. This gorilla, this monk, this orangutan is gonna get the best of me! But yeah, that's my theory. Pauline we see in the arcade is the mother of Pauline Jr., which is the Pauline that we know now, known as Pauline. And something bad must have happened at the end of Donkey Kong Bonanza that leads up to why Pauline is recalling her past of being with a great ape, aka Donkey Kong. But aside from the theory, I think Donkey Kong Bonanza is gonna be great. You know, it's already getting a huge hit, and I cannot wait till it comes out. I'm sure it's gonna be extremely fun. Cannot wait to play it one day. And yeah. And look, Super Saiyan 4 as Donkey Kong. They knew what they were doing. Just look at him. Look at his eyes. Now look at Goku's eyes in Dragon Ball GT. It's similar. Like, come on now. That's literally just Super Saiyan 4 as Donkey Kong. It's confirmed. Donkey Kong is a Saiyan with no tail. He's just that powerful. Because in Saiyan logic, if you're strong enough, the tail will only be just get in your way. And so he was too powerful in the beginning to start with. That's why there is no tail. And not only because he's a gorilla, because we all know that he's a gorilla. But yeah, I think the game looks cool. Cannot wait. Voice acting amazing. Songs amazing. Definitely gonna be higher than Mario Kart World because there's literally no secrets in Mario Kart World. Meanwhile, Donkey Kong Bonanza is gonna have a whole backstory. Tweet. And yeah, it is unfortunate that Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong are not playable, but they are in the game. But now we have 3 new Kongs that need some explaining to do. Like Void Kong, I don't care about him. He's nowhere near my concern. But Poppy Kong and Grumpy Kong? Poppy Kong looks like she could have been like Tiny Kong's mother or something. And Grumpy Kong, is he supposed to be like a younger brother of Cranky Kong or something? So many questions for this team. Void Kong, he can just right off. But Grumpy Kong, he does look like he would be related to Cranky Kong. Just look at him. We'll find out when it comes out. So, thank you for joining me on Yapping session number 1. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. recollect my sanity, and just, try to calm down from this situation, because now that I've explained it, I'm sure it'll make much sense piece by piece. There has to be some correlation to this. Young Pauline must have a mother that we've seen before. We just didn't realize it. That's why I'm saying blonde Pauline from the arcade is the mother. Now for the father, we don't know. You don't know. I'm guessing we'll probably find that out also. So yeah, Pauline's the mother. Pauline Jr. is the daughter, and she just wants to be called Pauline. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. So I'll see y'all later in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, please. And yeah. As always, have a bye 5.